All right, hello, hello, hello. We're getting ready to go from DFW to Atlanta. Hopefully this doesn't have a problem. Probably have to change the altitude. I forgot to do that. All right, back in the 310. Get moving on this, get the inertial nav going, so that's all set up. All right, hopefully we're at the gate. All right, good, we are at the gate. Beautiful. All right, let's get ready here. I'll do track IR in a bit. Let's get the INS going here. So let's see. All right, batteries. All right, batteries are on. External power. We'll go ahead and turn on external power. All right, that is good. Fire tests for the engines and APU. Hello, Alistair. Hello. Okay. All right, fuel pumps all on. All right, fuel pumps are all on. APU master and start. All right. All right, APU starting. We'll go to the eCam page for APU. We'll go ahead and give it a look. Looky-loo there. Should be auto, but that's fine. Make sure we get fuel on there. All right, so APU is going. 8 ears, I got to turn all those on. I got to get those screwing so that we can get out of here in a reasonable amount of time. All right, good. So those are going. All right, how are we looking here on the APU? All right, galley is on. All right, galley is on. Auction PR low supply. Let's do that. All right, that is on. Let's see, probe heats plus windshield heats are all on. Probes and windows. All right, emergency exit lights are arm. I gotta remember where the hell that is. I always forget where the hell that is. Where's that? That is somewhere, and I always forget where the hell it is. It's over here, I think. Right here. No, right there, right there. Okay, that's it. All right. Strobes to auto. All right, no smoking. It's auto. APU avail. APU is available. We like that. All right. Let's see. Trying to see where I am. Okay, APU avail. APU bleed is on. Check the eCam page. Make sure the bleed changed over. It did. We're getting the generator is on, as you can see, and the bleed is going. We have 35 psi. Beautiful. External power is off. We can shut that off. All right, external power is off. Internal lights are as required. Okay, let's do. Start getting ready here on the page here. So we're going from KDFW. Let's see. Clear that. Let's go KFDFW to ATL. Atlanta. All right, return. All right, that is good. We'll align IRS. Right, align IRS. Verify GPS primary nav occur upgraded. We'll wait for that. I'll start entering in some other stuff while we're waiting for that to come in. Flight level. Let's go to screw with this real quick. I didn't do the weight and balance, so we got to do that. Pastures, we'll do a little bit of a trim boat. Cargo, do a half boat, and then fuel. We don't need a super ton of fuel here. That's probably fine there. All right. Ah, shit, I gotta clear that up. Let's go for 350. And then Charlie's going in. All right, that's all in. Waiting for the GPS primary nav before I do too much. Cruise flight, cost index, flight ID. All right, so we're waiting on that to be able to do some other stuff, so I'll go ahead and grab the ATIS over here.
DFW airport information, Whiskey 2300 Zulu. Wind 107 at 5. Visibility.
IRS is in alignment, you can see.
Sky condition, few clouds at 10,300 feet. Temperature, tree 8.
78.
10.
Pressure's low.
Altimeter 29er, decimal 78. ILS runway 17 center, ILS runway 17 left, ILS runway 17 right,
DFW clearance delivery in 666cc November 666 Charlie IFR to Atlanta ready to copy.
N666cc, November
12,000.
666 Charlie is cleared to Atlanta Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 18 left, climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 135.975 squawk 0557.
0557.
666cc November 666 Charlie cleared to Atlanta Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 18 left, climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 135.975 squawk 0557.
N666cc, November 666, Charlie, read that correct. Contact ground on 129.825. Good day.
Okay.
Climb now.
That's the test for the TARA. You can hear it going off. Waiting for the IRS to finish alignment. Let's see what else we can do while that's aligning. Go back. Let's go to the flight plan page. Alright, DFW. Alright, we're going to be doing... I've got it written down. We're going to be doing the Aquana 9 out of 18 left. Stop, Acuna 9 rather, out of 18 left. 18 left right there. Acuna 9, 18 left. Okay, insert that. Alright, that's in. Alright, and then we want to put our arrival in there. So we have Hotlanta, Odenkirk, 1, 27 right. Stop that. Andre 1, that's what it is. Andre 1, 27 right. 27 right. Okay. Do I insert that or not? Apparently not. Let's see. Andre 1. There we go. All right. All right, that's in. Going the wrong way here. All right, Acuna. All right, and then there we're going to Andre after that. So let's look at the flight plan here. Get that in there as the IRS are aligning. We're going to find where Andre is and then put in the stuff between Andre. Shouldn't have too much to go here. Let me see. Unless Andre's way the hell over here. Let me look. There's Acuna right there. All right, Acuna. TIKYS. TIKYS. TIKY. This is why you copy it from one side to the other. It'd take you friggin' all day if you had to do it twice. MLC. SRC. Okay. Beats. Then we need to figure it out which one it is. So click on it. Will you let me click on beats here? It's got to be 34 north. That's too far. That's too far to the north, so it's got to be 34. Okay. If it isn't, I'll switch it. DVAC, D-E-V-A-C. DVAC. Alright, Woody. Alright, IRS just aligned. Alright, let's see what I have to do for that again. Let me just double check. I think we're good. Let's see. Verify GPS primary nav occur upgraded. Alright, that's good. See GPS primary, that's good. Nav occur upgraded, that's good. Wadi goes in. Alright, now let's go back to the step we skipped here. We gotta go up, 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 up. Alright, IRS is aligned. That's why you start that early, is it takes forever to do. You don't have to do that sort of thing anymore. Alright, Wadi was last. Let's go see what's next here. And then it's STRWY, STRWY, and then we should be good with, and then how do I think I go clear, flight discontinuity, yep, okay, and then Andre, so it's Strawberry to Andre, okay, good, so that's it. Alright, so flight plan is in, we like that. Stormworks made an announcement, what do you mean, the weekly update? Is that what you're talking about, Walter? All right, so that's in. Let's keep going through the flows in the checklist here. All right, that's done. That's done. All right. All right, in at page 2. All right, in at page 2, we want, let's see. Enter block fuel. All right, fuel, let's go to the fuel page. Fuel page, we have 43.2. 43.2 goes into block. Zero fuel weight. Let's check the weight and balance. Zero fuel weight is 239. 239. Okay. That's good. Landing weight. Zero fuel weight CG. Let's see what that is. Zero fuel weight CG. Let's see. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to put in the regular CG 28.5. 28.5. 28.5. Alright, that's all in. Okay, that's in. Alright, good. Takeoff approach. Alright. Enter V1 and VR to... Okay, we'll look at here. I gotta figure out where these are. Let's see. All right, runway length, we got to do this. So we're taking off of 18 left, I believe. Look. Yeah, 18 left. I got to figure that out. Let's go air nav. Okay. KDFW, KDFW. I'll bring it up so you guys can see it. So we're taking off of 18 left. right here. That's going to be 13,401. 13,401. So let's see. So 13,401. 13,401. Okay. Runway heading. What is it going to be? It's going to be. How did this move? Let's see. 177. Click on it, please. Thanks. 177. Okay, oat's good. Weight. What's our weight again? 281,331. 281,331. 281,331. 281.3. Okay, flash 15, any ice off, air conditioner on. Okay. Calculate. All right. 158, 162, 165. 158. 162. And I think 165. 5. Yep, okay. That's fine. I don't know why it doesn't like to do it there. All right, that's good. All right, that is in ZV2, okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's see. Brightness is required. Flight director's coming on. Let's get rid of this here. All right, flight director is on. All right, VOR nav ILS to nav. That's correct. Decision height set -5 and then off. Okay, decision height -5 and then off. All right. Speed Mach verify set to V2, so 165. All right, 165 for Speed Mach. Altitude, that's fine. Heading select is 177. All right, 177. AP modes profile and nav. Profile, nav, okay. Hopefully this doesn't have a problem this time. All right, altimeter set to locals done. Clock is set. EgyptWiz button, we'll test it. Okay, EgyptWiz test is going. Brakes, anti-skid is norm on. That's already done. Landing elevation, I gotta find Hot Atlanta. So KATL, KATL. Get rid of display cap for now. Just do it on the side. All right, let's open the runway diagram. All right, airport elevation. I'm just going to go off the runway. We're doing, I believe, 27 right. So we're going to be I'm going to look at that. 977. We'll go to 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet for landing altitude. Elevation set. Landing gear warning test. All right, push. Okay, that's testing. TRP thrust rating. Flex TO, Togo, auto. Toga is good. We'll leave it on there. All right, speed brakes retracted and disarmed. That's good. Flap lever in agreement. Let's go ahead and we'll move it once the hydraulics come up. Parking brake is set. That's complete. Takeoff warning test. Move throttle 1 fully forward. Verify audible tone. Master warning light on. Move throttle 1 to idle and repeat. All right, slats not in config. Parking brake on. So that will bitch at you if you are not ready to take off and you push your thrust forward so you don't accidentally crash on takeoff. Each plane has a different system for that, essentially. Squawk and set standby. That's good. We're set standby. Rudder trim 0. Weather radar test. All right, and where's the test on that one? Test. Test. Right there. Okay. 1 or 2. Test that. Radar off. Okay. Off right there. Okay, we're off. Test flow in the oxygen mask. All right, I hear it. All right, next page. Ground power chocks removed. Doors closed. No white lights on the overhead panel. Let's check that. Should be no white lights on the overhead panel. We can get rid of this at this point. Okay, that's fine. Auto throttles, pitch trim, and yaw damper verify on. Okay, that's fine. Seatbelt sign is on. All right, no smoking switch is auto. Fuel quantity is checked. I already checked it. We'll check it again. Yep, 43,000 pounds. All right, before start. All right, so let's go ahead. We got the before start. All right, cockpit preps completed. Signs auto on. Fuel quantity is checked. Navigation check. Landing elevation set. Altimeter set. Braking and skid normal on. All right, we're ready to push. All right, getting faster at this. Let's see. I downloaded the airport here. As you can see, the airport looks much better. I downloaded the files for the airport here. Looks so much better. So I also did Atlanta. Hello, Guard Halo. Hello. Yeah, I made the video on it. On the update already there, Walter. All right, we're gonna push back all the way to the line in the alley. I have been to DFW quite a few times. That was the headquarters for American. So I did my training where I can't see it from here, but training was close to the building. There we go. All right, we're on the push. Now we'll crank on A. Start 2. All right, waiting for 20% on the N2 on 2. There's 20. Fuel's coming in. Still pushing. So see, DFW has that train. See the train? I've ridden on that train. Kind of cool. I actually this might be American's terminal. American has a lot of DFW. But I remember waiting up here for the train. I'm going to push all the way back to the line here. I didn't see what gate I'm at. Alright, that's good. Let's go ahead and start 1.
Ground 666cc, November 666, Charlie requesting the end of pushback.
Should be our runway right there. Oh shit, I'm rolling. Shit. Stand by. This fucking shit is really annoying. Why is it doing this? I don't have the thrust up at all. Maybe we're downhill a little, I don't know. Back to clearance. Stabilize there. Look stabilized, alright. Alright, we go to transponder while we're on the ground here. So you can see us on the ground. Alright, before start checklist, windows and doors closed. Beacon is coming on. I didn't do the flow. Beacon is on. Parking brake is on. Alright, that's complete. After start checklist. Okay, check the ignitions. We're started. I can go back to off. Bleed as required or off. That will go off. APU master is off. We don't need it. All right, spoilers arm. And spoilers are armed. Flaps are set. 15, 15, 0. Here comes 15 and 0. Slats are coming out. Rudder trim 0. Flight controls. Let's go to the flight control page. And we'll watch the flight control page. We're going to go back, right, forward, left, rudder, left, right. All right, flight controls are free and correct. All right, after our checklist, pitch trim is set, rudder trim is 0, spoilers are armed, slats, flats are 15, 0, 0. ECAM status is checked. Anti-ice is as required. Hand signal's been received. We're good to go. All right, let's go ahead and I got to figure out where the hell we are here real quick. Let's see. Let's look at the map real fast. I want to see if it shows what direction I'm sitting here. Not 100% where we pushed from. I think it's behind me and to the right, but I want to be sure here. I'm taking off of 28. Yeah, so yeah, it's behind me and to the right here. Yep, that's correct. All right. It's right here. This is the runway we're taking off of. All right, good, 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 good. Right, let's get taxi instructions. Let me read chat while we're doing that.
666 Charlie Charlie with whiskey ready to taxi IFR.
N666CZ November 666 Charlie Charlie. Taxi to and hold short of runway 18 left via taxiway Golf Whiskey Foxtrot. Contact tower on 126.55 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 18 left.
I gotta put on track IR here. I didn't do it at all here. Stand by. Let me turn us here, and I gotta do track IR. I'm going to quickly just get out of the lane here and set my brake and put my track IR on. And that's back on. I got to get track IR set up. It's all friggin' coiled up over everything here. I twisted it around something. Come on, you. You're all the way under there, aren't you? You suck. All right, come back. There we go. All right. All right, let's get that going. Why wouldn't you put up the track IR here, guy? Stand by. I gotta still try to fix this. Why won't track IR initialize? Okay, it's working. It's just, okay, it's fine. It's just I couldn't get it to come up. All right, let's go ahead and look here. What's she saying here? Let's see. Golf Whiskey Fox. Okay. Golf Whiskey Fox. All right. Let's see where the hell we are here. I've got Atlanta open, that's why. Golf and Whiskey Fox. All right, Whiskey Fox is the end. Golf's the inside line. All right, that's all I need to know. All right. Taxi instructions are actually pretty reasonable at DFW compared to some of the other places. All right, let's go. I said hello to Guard Halo, I think. Hello, hello. All right, Golf's the inside line. Yeah, DFW looks much better that I downloaded. I didn't even know about that. I looked at some of the downloads you could do, and I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of airports I want. So that's good. What's that? Pitch trim? Manual throttle. Okay, manual throttle. I thought it said pitch trim for a second. All right, Whiskey Fox is all the way to the end. So the way that works is you have Whiskey Fox, Whiskey Golf, and Whiskey Hotel. There are 3 different places you can sit to wait. Like, see all these slots here? This is to line up and wait for takeoff. So it's, if there's a big long line, you can line up all through here. So. And then Whiskey Fox is all the way at the end. It's the last slot on the end. So if somebody came up after us, they'd probably give them the next one. Okay. So Whiskey Fox is all the way at the end. This is Whiskey Fox right here. And you can see there's 3 slots. Whiskey Fox, Whiskey Golf, and Whiskey Hotel. Alright, we don't need a runway incursion here.
DFW Tower N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, ready for IFR departure, runway 18 left.
N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, altimeter 29.78, wind 107 at 5. Cleared for takeoff, runway 18 left.
Yeah, clear for takeoff. 18 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 18 left, N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie.
Alright, let's do a quick takeoff config here. Alright, so I want my wheels in the middle of the line, that's why I'm going past it. I'm going to try a Togo takeoff here. Let's do a Togo takeoff here. Okay. That's going to auto throttle me. Alright, airspeed's alive. I love the sound of these engines. I forget what model they are, but these sounded great. 80 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gears coming up. Autopilot's coming on. Please be in profile. Yep, perfect. All right.
N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie. Contact regional departure on 135.975. Good day.
Going to 135.975, N666CC, November 666,
Speed are we doing?
Charlie.
Let's go speed 200. Go to climb power. It's on profile view. I don't know if it's gonna give you there.
Regional departure N666CC, November 666.
Going up on the flaps.
Passing 3,000 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
All right.
N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie. Regional departure altimeter 29.78, radar contact. Continue to park.
All right. We make sure we're going to park. Can't see for shit. Yep, we're going to park. Alright, I've got the system set up better than it was before, so it's working now. Problem is, if I don't hit the Togo button, I don't get the line up there. That's why we had problems last takeoff, so. Alright, let's finish the after takeoff checklist here. Alright, we're on our turn here. Alright, before takeoff is set, yeah, it's we're good. I already did everything on that. That's good. Replay tool. Okay, let's see. Flight recorder. Screw it. I don't care about the flight recorder. Let's see. Ignition is required. Strobe lights on. Runway turn lights on. Nose light. Okay. It's fine. We don't need that. Transponder. I gotta fix the TARA. TARA. Alright. The transponder's fixed. Alright. Before takeoff. We already did that. 3550. 3450.
And 666 cc, November 666, Charlie, Charlie. Goodbye.
Let's flip it. Flip it. Come on. Flip it, man. There we go. Just tune it. Okay. What's it doing? Tune it. Fuck. What's it doing? 3415. 3415. Why is it not doing it? 3415. Okay, 3415. What the fuck is it doing? Why won't it? It won't tune it out. It's gonna fuck me, Hero. Why is it doing this? You gotta be shitting me, man. I don't want this to screw my flight plan because it won't change the radio frequency override. There we go.
Fort Worth Center and 666 cc, November
get rid of track
666,
IR.
Charlie, Charlie is at 11,300 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
N666cc, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, Fort Worth Center altimeter 29.79er radar contact, continue to be EMR.
Alright, let's see.
CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, climb and maintain flight level 190. Keep speed not above 240 knots.
Climb and maintain flight level 190, keep speed not above 240 knots, and 666 cc, November 666, Charlie, Charlie.
190. 19,000. Let's go ahead. After takeoff, spoilers disarm. Landing gear is back to neutral. Packs are on. APU bleed is off. APU master off. Nose light is off. Runway turn lights are off. Ignitions as required. Anti-ice is off. We're in climb. Brake fans are off. Auto brake is off. After slash flaps retracted, landing gear is up and neutral. Packs are on. Altimeters are set. All right. And we're not in cruise yet. We'll run the cruise list when we get in the cruise. All right, good. Good. Much smoother on that run. Getting the hang of setting up this plane. Yeah, it's just like there's a lot of little minutia in it. Starting to, like, I learned these FMSs 20 years ago. So, you know, so it's, these are the older FMSs. I learned the older FMSs like 20 years ago, so it's been a while. Got there. Let's get a little bit more climb in here. I'm gonna go grab a coffee real quick. Alright, check ATC, make sure they didn't screw me here. No, we're good. All right. Yep, that's how it always happens. Yeah, we're supposed to be turning. We're on course. There's one thing I got to check in the flight plan at some point, but looks fine. There's one that came up. It could have been either one way or the other, so I got to look at it. But if we get up there and we see one weird one, I can fix it. All right, DFW can go down. That's Atlanta there, I believe. Yeah, that's Atlanta. All right, Dallas I'm done with. Atlanta, we see what, I can't remember, I wrote it down. See what runway we're expecting into Hot Atlanta. 27 right. Get that all set up while we're here. 27 right into Hot Atlanta. I wrote everything down too, which helps. 27 right. And then we're on the Andre 1, I think. Let's see. Andre 1 right there. All right. And here's the Andre 1 continued. All right. All right, I'll bring it up. Does Stormlink still work? It's got a bunch of problems the last time I used it. All right, here's the Andre 1. Let's see where we're coming in on. Let's see. Right here. STRWY. We're coming in from the side. STRWY onto Andre. That's us. 2475.
Good day.
124.75 and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie. Goodbye. Fort Worth Center and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie is at 15,800 feet, climbing flight level 190.
Alright, and here is the, we'll already get moving on the ILS. So here's the ILS, 27 right into Hot Atlanta, 111.3, 275 at UU. We expect greater than 7,000, 654, 2,700 at Oster. Let's see, decision height is going to be 1,185. If we need to go missed, we'll just come back around and land. Visibility should be good into Hot Atlanta. All right, that's the briefing. I know that's way, way early because wouldn't do it that early, but start plugging some stuff in there while I have the time. We know they're not going to change my runway, so. Well, let's see, 111.3. That's us. 330.
Climb and maintain flight level 330 and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie.
I'm going to have to get a, I think I'd set it to 410 again. I'm probably going to be too heavy for that, so I got to 330. I got to drop that when we get called up. I'll drop it off. All right, what was I doing? Course 275. All right, 275 on the ILS. There we go. All right, we can set standard. Alright, set standard above. Why won't that one do it? It won't do it. I gotta do it manually. Alright. So once you hit 18,000 feet, you set the altimeter to standard, which is 29902. So everybody above 18,000 feet is on standard. Anything standard. You know, let the people walk around a little bit. Get the shades down. You usually have these roll shades that are here, and see these clips? Those clips are to clip the roll shades on. So there's a shade in here, inside, and you pull the tab and you hook the tab to this. And so it's essentially made out of a plastic film that's probably like this color or like some tinted material. You know, the atmosphere blocks a lot of the sun. You don't realize it. When you get up above most of the atmosphere, the sun's pretty damn piercing, so usually just cover it up. Like on the 145, we had a rail that went all the way across here, and you could pull your emergency checklist, which was right here, and stick it up there to cover for the sun. All right, let's look at this. This is weird to me. What is that? MLC. Let's make sure that's correct. Okay. MLC to SRC. Why is that such a turn? That's what I need to know. This doesn't look... I don't know. We're coming up this way. Why is that such a backhanded turn? I don't get it. SRC. Let's make sure that's right on the flight plan. That looks funky to me. Go to flight plan if I can find it. There we go. Stop. Yeah, MLC to SRC. Let me check it. That might have been the one I was worried about. Let's click on the map. I should be able to figure it out. SRC here. SRC. Yeah, that's alright. 35. Yeah, that wasn't the one I was worried about. I was worried about, I can find Beats. Beats I was concerned about. Because see, I can't click on Beats. And yeah, it sees Beats, SRC is at 35 degrees. And so the options for Beats were either 34 degrees or 13 degrees. So likely it's going to be 34 degrees. So I think I got it in there right. Just the turn looks a little bit extreme to me, but I don't know what the deal is. So it looks right. It's check it. I can get back there eventually. Here. It just might look weird. TIKYS to MLC. Let me double check that. Make sure. Yep, MLC. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Just looks weird. Let's drop this this climb rate a little bit. Can't keep speed. Bring the Mach up too. Yeah, you know, that's again, it's like, you know, no matter what, people are gonna get pissy, and it's like, you know, they're not my favorite colors either. Like, I would have liked really realistic, like, wood-looking ones or metal ones, but it's like, dude, whatever. Like, the other thing, too, is, like, they probably made them brightly colored so that you can easily find them. You know, that's the thing, too, is, like, is it so that we can easily find these things or what? Like, that's the thing that, you know, it could very well be they're like, they might have done some testing, be like, hey, these are hard to see. Let's, let's make them brightly colored, or people are gonna bitch that you can't find them. So it's like, you know, some of that stuff, it's like, I get it, but it's like, whatever, you know. And the other thing too is, you know what you can do? You can put in hey, you know, I like I like the crab pots, but you know, I'm not a huge fan of the color. Would you guys consider changing the color like this and not be a dickhead about it? You know, people would they'd be reasonably responsive to that. Where people are dickhead, they're just like, you know, they freaking should ignore them. You know, it's like, I don't know, like, see, we still don't know what's going on with, like, how you actually, like, I'm curious, like, some of my questions are still, let's look in depth here on the, we're leveled off here. Let me just double check, make sure I didn't get a frequency change that I missed. Nope. Alright, let's go ahead and look at it real quick. I didn't really go through the pictures too much, but, you know, would I have liked square ones? Sure. But maybe, you know, there's, you know, this is the problem. You know, why do I think they made circular pots? I think they made circular pots because there's no sharp edge. So I think, for example, like, see how they're all tucked underneath here? All right, so likely, let's intuit some things from this. If these are tucked underneath, how the fuck did they get under there? And I think the answer is that you as a character can probably pick these up, because I can't imagine you being able to use a crane to get them underneath this lip here. So I think that you can pick them up as a person. I think. There we go. Let's see. I gotta get down. Let's see, 6,000.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 90 and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie. Fort Worth Center and 666
Try
CC
360.
November 666 Charlie Charlie. Request flight level tree 60.
N666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
Climb and maintain flight level
360.
and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie.
All right, so let's go back, look at that. So I would say that just by this alone, how these are underneath this lip, like, see how tight these are? They're under the lip, and they're full of crab. So it's not like they spawned it in with the editor like this. I'm thinking that they manually loaded in with this dude. So one of the reasons why I think they made them circular and not square is, if you imagine, if you have a square, right, the corner is going to be sharp, and it's going to be tough to get them in next to each other. If you have them rounded, they're going to have less of a sharp corner and probably be easier to move. That would be my guess. So as much as I would like a square one, you know, you might say in your head, oh, I like a square one, but the problem becomes it's a pain in the ass to move. And so that might be why they didn't do it. Now, this thing here looks to me, maybe, is this a specific part that attaches to the pots? Who knows? I'm not sure. The other thing I thought I saw a picture here. Let me see. I thought I saw some buoys. I can't. Let me see. I thought I saw buoys, but maybe not. Right here, this picture here, you can't see it from here, but if you look right here, all right, let's grab it. I'll zoom in. You can see some buoys behind. So let's see if we think they're made by the devs with just regular blocks, or if it looks like a new part. So you look at these buoys back here. Are those buoys part of the trap? Who knows? So see these up here? Those could be new buoys. So yeah, I'm interested in that. It looks like a different style crab than these and these. So that might be the 3 different crabs. I've yet to see a lobster, but they said there's lobster. Yeah. So we have, see this one here, that black one, and then we have these, and then we have the smaller crab. So I think they did a good job with having multiple different ones. Yeah, I'm curious if this is a new part here that grabs these. I don't know how this guy is double stacking these if he can't grab them by hand. So,
N666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie contact Fort Worth Center on
24875.
Good day.
24875.
124.875 and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie. Goodbye. Fort Worth Center.
So those are some of my thoughts on like why some stuff is probably the way it is.
N666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie Fort Worth Center radar contact. Continue to Mike Lima Charlie. N666 CC
32.2.
November 666 Charlie Charlie contact Fort Worth Center on 1 tree 2.2. Good day.
Going to 1 tree 2.2 and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie. Fort Worth Center and 666 CC November 666 Charlie.
All right, 350 for 360.
Climbing flight level 360.
N666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie Fort Worth Center radar contact. Continue to Mike Lima Charlie.
So like some of that stuff we just don't know. We don't know, like, how are we grabbing these? Are we grabbing the buoy? Is it helpful to be able to see the pots? Like I said, I would rather if they were, like the wooden-looking pots. I would rather if they were square. But again, are these going to cause problems? Are the devs afraid that you're going to get somebody who's bitching, I can't find my pots? Could you make them brightly colored? That could be a thing. Did they make it so that we can paint the pots? That's the other question. Maybe we can paint them. Maybe that's the color they chose so that when you look at the pictures, you can see a brightly colored pot. Who knows? That could be a thing, too. Maybe use the paintbrush in the editor and color them whatever fucking color you want. Who knows? We don't know yet. So, like, the other thing, too, is people bitch right off the bat. Wait, we don't even have it in our hands yet. It's like, wait until it gets in your hands, man. Doesn't make any sense. If I click on this, is this going to fuck me? I hope not. So I'm interested in, this is the type of fishing that I've been wanting to do. And it's because it's mechanical. So, like, the boat that I built for Alistair's challenge was built to be a crabbing boat in anticipation that we would be getting this. And so it's like, I like having a crane. Doing crane work is more engaging to me than just dumping out some nets and trolling around. I'm not all that interested in net fishing. Not at all. Doesn't interest me all that much. It was fun building the boat, but, like, you can see how much I do it. Not all that interested. But pod fishing, like, and nets, there's not much to do multiplayer. Like, literally, okay, I drive the ship. We drive the ship for 15 minutes. You guys do nothing. We stop. You guys bring up the nets, dump the fish. You put them back. So at the time, I'm doing nothing. And then once the nets are back in, most people are doing nothing. Or you do pot fishing where you drop, say, 10 pots. You let them soak. You go back to the first pot, you start to pick the pots up, and it's a much more engaging thing that gives everybody things to do. And I think that's more interesting, as far as I'm concerned, than than the other types. So I think that's good with this one. I'm just reading what I have to do to get the autopilot to capture the localizer, so now I know what to do on that too. What? Yeah, this is fucked up. 4,378 nautical miles to the next waypoint. That's not right. I don't know what that's about.
Fort Worth Center N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, requesting vector to next waypoint.
N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, turn left, heading tree 45.
Yep, that was a problem. That was a problem.
Turn left, heading tree 45.
Yeah, something's fucked up with the flight plan. I gotta fix it.
Charlie, Charlie.
N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, contact Fort Worth Center on 124.875.
Went the wrong way too.
Good day.
24875. Yeah, I gotta fix this.
124.875 and
You can see how fucked up
November
this is.
666, Charlie, Charlie. Goodbye. Fort Worth Center N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, flight level tree 60.
Alright, we just passed MLC. SR SRC. SRC. Alright, SRC 35 12 9. Okay, SRC VOR. Alright, SRC VOR. Direct SRC. Insert. What is it doing? Like, I don't get it, man. What? What? Why is my heading off here? Look. Okay, it's still turning north. What the fuck is going on here? I gotta see what this is doing. Something screwed up. Show me 4,000 miles. What the fuck is screwed up here? See, we're going the right direction now. What is going on here? We were just at MLC. I don't get it, man. What's going on here? No, this is fucked up, man. I don't know what's going on here.
Fort Worth Center N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, requesting vector to next waypoint.
Left 345? What the fuck? No, man. This is wrong.
Turn left, heading tree 45 and 666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie.
093. Nah, man. 322.
132.2 N666CC, November 666, Charlie.
He was trying to turn us back to MLC. Like, what the fuck are you doing? ATC is useless in this game.
Fort Worth Center N666.
It's showing me 4,367 miles. What the fuck?
N666CC, November 666,
I don't get it.
Charlie, Charlie, Fort Worth Center, radar contact continue.
What is going on with this? That doesn't make any sense to me. It looks good, too. Looks fine. 094 is the correct heading. Beats 193. No, that's time. Never mind. What the fuck? Let's see how bad it is if I just skip it and go to the next one. Stop, stop, stop. Why is this over here now? There we go. Go over here, please. Yeah, I don't get what's going on here, why this is funked up. Let's see if I can grab something else and pick it up. Let's do SRC. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. That looks wrong, too. Let's go. I'm going to go direct.
N666CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, contact Fort Worth Center on 124.875. Good day.
I don't know what the hell's going on here with this.
124.875 and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie.
It's like it's literally in the map here. SAVOR. SRC VOR. That's probably what it is. It's the wrong one here. It's going to the other one. I don't know where this one is. See, I can't zoom out here. This is, what is this? Let me see if I can figure out what that is. That is, yeah, it's in South fucking America. Alright. That's wrong. God damn it. I gotta fix this here. Let's go. New waypoint is SRC. Let's try it again. That looks better. If I can get it to work. I don't know, maybe not. Clear this. Go on. Okay, I'm going to ask them. I'm going to just head west. I'm sorry, east. This is screwed up. This is super screwed up here. I don't think it gave me a screwy heading before. If they give me a 3-4 something, it's behind me. It's MLC. Yeah, they give me the bullshit one. Let's do this.
Turn left heading 345 and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie.
Going direct beats. 382 miles. Yeah, I was trying to take me to South America. That was a good catch.
Going to 123.925 and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie.
We've had that happen before where it's like, what the fuck? And it's like giving you a one that's nowhere near where you're supposed to be. What a mess. DVAC. Why are we going to goddamn DVAC? Here, stand by. Direct. Beats. Insert. Alright, direct beats. There we go. What the fuck? I don't get why. It's right here. You can see it. SRC. See, the problem is there's two of them. So you click on SRC. You know, there's two options, and one of them's in South America. Yeah, see, we're super south, of course. Like, it, you know, I told you, like, it looked weird that it went like this. And it was weird. It's supposed to be going across and went back like this, and it put us way off course. So we'll cut across this way. It's freaking weird. Yeah, it's just like, some people just like, they want to be offended their whole life. I don't get it, man. It's like, relax. I'm going to get an altitude increase. We'll go up 2,000 feet at a time, see how it handles it.
Fort Worth Center and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie. Request flight level 380.
N666cc, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain
See,
flight
it's
level
this
380
SRC
and
K4NDB, not the
666, Charlie, Charlie.
SA-VOR, which is in South America. You know, so I don't know what the deal is with that. But I'm just skipping it. We're going straight to beats. Cut the corner. And I'll go to. We're already in cruise now. I'll do a cruise checklist once we level out. That was weird. Glad I caught it. Alright, cruise is complete. 370 for 380. Probably grab another higher altitude here in a second. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, some of the members of the community on Stormworks just want to be professional victims their whole life. It's like, I don't know what the deal is, man. You got something at no cost to you. It was a free major update. You know, you don't like it? Okay, fine. You know, put in some constructive feedback and move on. I do like the cut of this man's jib. It goes, weekly trash update. Isn't this game supposed to be about rescuing people? You can't even play multiplayer, and you have to build or rely on the workshop. Not even a game. It's not all about rescuing people. Part of the game is about rescuing people. You can't even play multiplayer. Yeah, you can play multiplayer, fine. And you have to rely on the and you have to build or rely on the workshop. Yeah. That's the whole point of the game. It is build and rescue. And then this person puts, are you dumb? They released a search and rescue update a week ago. Exactly. Put Alistair's response and say, what? Good one. Just like, whiny bitch fest every week. It's like, it gets so old. If you don't like the game, fuck off.
N666CC November 666 Charlie Charlie contact Memphis Center on
1925.
Good day.
Going to 119.25 and 666cc November 666 Charlie Charlie. Memphis Center and 666cc November 666 Charlie Charlie flight level 380.
N666CC November 666 Charlie Charlie Memphis Center radar contact continue.
Let's go back and read some of this stupidity. Got a long leg here, might as well read some stupidity. I like Alistair's comment here. It talks about, you know, why there shouldn't be a roadmap is people, they get there, you know, people build up all this hype and you're never going to live up to your hype. It's like, sit back, relax, wait, see what it is. I'm like, oh, this is cool, you know. Where if you, like, you get all hyped up, like, of course you expect, like, it's going to be 10 times better than anything that could ever be accomplished in that amount of time. And then you're always going to be disappointed. Or you sit back and relax and then, oh, shit, that's cool, you know. Yeah. Let's check out Vader's page, the dude who calls it trash. Let's see. Check his reviews. Scam. Whatever that is. 0 out of 10 no Warhammers. Floyd. What a joke. Fun, unique game. Crybabies couldn't wait for an hour for server to start working. Oh, sounds like you're the crybaby now there, guy. Let's see. Does he have a Stormworks review? See what he has on his workshop. See if it's a skill issue.
N666CC November 666 Charlie Charlie contact Memphis Center.
27825.
Good day.
127.825 and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie. Goodbye. Memphis Center N666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie flight level 380.
Let's read his review.
66cc, November 666, Charlie Charlie, Memphis Center, radar contact, continue.
Alright, so let's look at this. This is the guy that's bitching here, right? He has 81 hours on record. That's it. 81 hours. He had 76 hours at the time of review. You know, I got this game thinking the 1.0 release would be cool. So when did 1.0 come out? He posted this February 4th, 2022. This crybaby whining asshole has been here for, let's see, what are we on? 2 years and 6 months. He's played the game a record of 81 hours. He's hung around after this review for 2 years and 6 months, 2.5 years, and is still hanging around whining. Move on with your life. Move on with your life, guy. Let's see what else. But turns out there is no actual game. There's such a game that some of us have 10,000 hours and 4,000 hours and 7,000 hours. That seems like a lot of game to me. Not everyone can build. Yes, they can. Why can't people not build? They just don't want to. The game is boring to you. I get it. It's not the game for you. You've only put in 81 hours. Go play something else. When your #1 YouTuber can't play survival, you're probably talking about, you know, Komodo or something. He doesn't want to play survival. He gets little chicken-headed children to watch him sink a ship. He doesn't want to play survival. He wants to just sink a ship because you guys watch it. Because you have no attention span. And you have no patience. And that's fine if that's what you like to watch. But it doesn't mean he can't do it. It means he can do a half-assed video where he sinks a ship and you guys watch it and he gets money off of it. Why would he do something hard like actually building things and having a community when he could download somebody else's content, go sink it, and you guys watch the video? The is no fun content, okay? Just a building simulator. Not really, but building's a big part of it. No one actually ever saves people or cares. Yes, they do. I do. Everyone plays creative mode. No, I don't. Messes around with stuff. Nope. And good luck playing with other people. We do it in the multiplayer streams. Works fine. When you spawn a decent-sized vehicle, the game slows down. Do you mean that with your terrible PC, in your extensive 81 hours of game time, you have problems? Okay. Well, I put the stuff fine on my computer within the default workbenches, which is what the game's designed for, and works fine. Let's see. Please, for the love of Gabe, make this actual rescue game. Nope, it's good. Sandbox to fuck around, and I've tried so hard making friends like this actual game, but we can't. You've only played for 81 hours, so you haven't tried that hard. But we can't. The game has extreme potential. I'm willing to give it a try. If they actually add real gameplay, I'm willing to give the devs on how to make ideas. Yeah, really, they want your ideas? I don't think they do. Let's see. Yep. So that is what the caliber of person we're working with here on this one. That's why I like it when they don't make their profile private, is you can see if this person has any sort of a reasonable thing here. No, no workshop stuff. Sounds like already in 81 hours, like what was he gonna build? Nothing. So likely he doesn't build anything, and again, he waits for other people to do the work for him. So sounds like a real jackass. So here, we're gonna respond to this dude. That's, I wish I had looked at it. Let's look at it again. So he's put on, like, let's see how many hours. Let's also, this is the other thing I like to look at too, is when you see some of these people who, like, always bitch about games, look at their time played. All right, 49 hours, 1.7 hours, 35 hours, 31 hours, 3.4 hours, 49 hours, 55 hours, 3 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours, 14, 34, 5.9, 18, 19, 1.5, 306, 16, 5.6, 36, 19, 58, 59. Like, look at this guy's times. This is a person who doesn't play a game for very long. This person is easily bored. So I wouldn't blame the game. I would blame that this person, you know, has no patience, and they get bored easily. That doesn't mean it's the game's fault. 29 hours in No Man's Sky. You know, 77.6. 10, 13.1. So there's a person with a lot of games who barely plays them. 10 hours in Arma, 4.5, 2.2. Let's see. So he's got 81.2 hours on record. He had 76.5 at the time of review. So he had 4.7. So 4.7 hours he put into this game after he reviewed it 2.5 years ago. And this person's supposed to have some sort of knowledge of how this game should be. You haven't played the game. It's not your game. You know, let the people who've played it for a long time, they get to dictate what it is. 4.7 hours. So I put, you have 4.7 hours in the game in the last 2.5 years. Why don't you move on with your life? There we go. You imagine, like, something that, you know, you let that, like, he came in last week, I think, too, and put some inane bullshit. Just silly. Let's see. All right, we're good. This is a long leg. We were at 360 nautical miles. You know, that's the thing, too, is, like, that's why I like to look at some of these people's Steam profiles. Alistair, do you care if I look at your Steam profile? Now look at mine real quick. Let's look at my profile. Alright, so let's look at my games. I have 92 games. Alright, let's look at what Ding Dong has for games. He has 271 games. I would say, guessing I'm quite a bit older than this person, he's got 10 years of service. Let's see. I've got 14 years of service, so 40% more time on Steam. He's got approaching triple the number of games I have. Let's see. 272 divided by 90, which is fine. Like, for example, I don't do story games. He literally has he has 3 times the games that I have. 3.02 times the games that I have. You know, so, like, look at the difference here. I have 180 on this. I just started playing this August 7th, 46 hours, 6,891. Let's go to games. So, like, look at this. 6,901, 1,100, 1,000, 1,000, 970, 644, 615, 411, 276, 250, 235, 183, 180. This is a new game. 137 in Insurgency stands at 124, 113. I used to play this before too. VTOL 79, 76, 67, 65, 62, 53. All right, so you can notice, like, I stick with games. 35,875. 35,875.
135.875 and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie. Goodbye. Memphis Center and 666 CC, November.
You know, so again, you know, nobody's saying you have to play games for a long time. You know, you could like a story game that has a 10-hour total play time. That's fine. But, you know, the point I'm making is that this guy has barely any time in the game. He's played 4.7 hours in the last 2.5 years, and he's still on the forum bitching about it. Like, let's find a game that I didn't really like, that I didn't play for very long, and did I go and bitch about it? Like, I didn't like The Witcher. I've got 5.2 hours in The Witcher. I didn't even rate it. I don't go on the Witcher forums after I played it 8 years ago and bitch about it. Why would I do that? It's silly. Besiege, I played 4.6 hours. It was okay. I don't go bitching about it, you know. It's like it would be like 2 Point Hospital. This game I used to love as a kid. This was one of my favorite games as a kid. I got it in 2019. Just didn't really like it. I don't like that type of game anymore. Nothing wrong with the game. I just don't like it anymore. Move on with my life, you know. Like, it's just, I find it so silly that they let this shit just continually, you know, rule their lives. Like this game here, I didn't like this. My brother got me to buy this. It was expensive. You know, I don't go bitch about it all day. 35.3. Beating yourself there? Deary?
135 decimal tree and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie, Charlie. Goodbye. Memphis Center and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie.
Yeah, so you see a person that doesn't even play the game anymore and is on there bitching every week.
November 666, Charlie, Charlie, Memphis Center, radar contact continue.
So it's like, you know, and then he's trying to tell the devs what they should do with their game. You've demonstrated that you're not going to play their game. You've demonstrated you're not going to play their game for very, very long. So why would they ever bend to what he wants? He doesn't play the game. He doesn't reliably play the game. He's not a reliable customer. You know, it's pretty basic shit. Like this game here, I wish I hadn't bought this. I played 23 minutes. I don't go on and bitch about Skyrim all day, you know? Now, like, we're going to Alistair's profile here. The first thing you see, got a bunch of work stuff. Look, 12 games. Got 12 games. All right. 10,000 hours, 344, 140, 49, 37, 20, 10. So mostly a Stormworks player. But you can see, like, put the hour there. See, what was this review? Got a review for Stormarks? Good game. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, my review wasn't great either. That's the thing is, like, when somebody's pissed off, they leave a review. They rarely leave a good one when they're just, like, they're content. And that's the problem, you know, is, you know, you don't get much of a review when somebody just likes something. You know, they expect it to work, they expect it to be good, and then if it isn't, they go bitch. They don't go back and with equal fervor say, you know, how good it is. So I'm waiting for the response. I have more than that in the last 2 years. I have like 300 hours in the last 2 years. That means they have a pirated copy probably. That's happened before. I've gone through somebody's numbers and they had a pirated copy. Yeah, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with, like, there are certain games, if you go to the store, there are going to be games that are designed to be, especially story games. I don't play a lot of story games, but there are games that, like, literally are like 30-hour stories. That's what it is, and it's fine. That's the goal. You play it. It's got a story. 30 hours. You know. It was a cool-looking game, whenever that was. Your Ships at Sea. I know Alistair was playing that. You know, so this is what a lot of people, like, act as though that Stormarks is or is supposed to be. There used to be a lot of these games here where they had a theme like this, where it was either rescuing or fishing, and that was it. And the games don't last very long. Like, this game will probably not last very long. It depends on what they do. But for the most part, you know, these games don't last very long. But the thing of it is, it's very narrowly focused. If you notice, the fishing looks great. The fishing nets in Stormarks are never going to be that good. The fish are never going to look that good. You know, you're not going to be able to pull net through this area and get fish. And the reason is, this game is very specialized. You can't go build whatever you want in this game. You know, you have to make choices, and you have to make compromises. One of the compromises with this is you get pre-built ships, and you get these extra features. But the problem is, eventually, when you get bored of fishing, there is nothing else to do. And so that's why these games tend not to last very long, is because, you know, it's a small niche audience who wants to go out there for a couple hours and just go fishing in a game like this, and then they get bored. So, like, when I get bored with fishing in Stormarks, I'll go build a new airplane or do something like that, or go do some career or do some rescues. And when I get sick of rescues, I'll go spend a month mining with community. You know, and then when I get bored of that, I'll go do something else. So if the game was only rescue, guess what? A lot of people would play a very short period of time, get bored, leave. And the problem is, every time somebody leaves, there's a good chance they don't come back because they're playing other games and they don't come back. And that's not good for a game. And so what do? You add new content on a quarterly basis, you know, with minor updates on a more frequent basis than that. And when somebody gets bored, the new content brings them back. And because they keep coming back to the game, they're less likely to go away and never come back. So it's like when people are like, oh, they should stop with updates and just fix bugs, that would kill the game probably. Because you get a bunch of people that would step away, a new bug fix they're probably not even going to hear about. And because they don't hear about the bug fix, they're probably not going to come back. And, like, for example, a lot of people, there are bugs that completely ruin the game for them. And that I've never had. And so if like the devs, let's go back into the latest bug fixeroni here. Like if we go back to bug fix last week, beach and shallow mission locations. I'll start a new save next week when the pots come out. But like I'm not going to come back just for that. Like, I didn't start a new career game just for that. Updated train wheel braking code. That'll be nice the next time I use a train. But, like, I don't use trains that much, so it's not going to bring me back. It might bring, like, guys who only do trains back. Clients get stuck. That's not bringing me back. 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 This stuff could bring back people who like doing the weapon stuff. You know... A lot of this stuff doesn't bring people back, but like, if you look back when the last major was, when we got fishing nets, you know, a bunch of us went and built fishing boats, and we spent hundreds of hours in the game building fishing boats and fishing. Look at that. You know, and that's the sort of thing that brings back Industrial Frontier. Like, you start seeing all these mining vehicles. Like, people were mining like crazy when Industrial Frontier came out. You know, and so you can see it. And, like, we looked at Steam DB many a times. Let's look at that. You can see, and it's like when those people who have, like, no notion on how any of this works talk about how, you know, how they should just fix bugs and not add any more. Bullshit. The chart shows it's bullshit. It really does. Like, look right here. That is a DLC major update. I think, what is that? That might be a major update. DLC. Major update. So these are all things that, you know, bring people back. The peaks have been new content patches. You know, so if I was a developer and I said, I want to sell new copies, I want to make sure the community keeps coming back, like, look at how big that spike is. That was Weapons DLC. All right, you had 2,100 players in the game. You went up to 6,820 players when you did that. Now, look how fast it drops off. So what's that tell you? Is people come back, they play with the content for a little while, they get bored, they move on, do some other things, you get a drop-off, and then, boom, the new content, and they come back, and it drops off. They've got short attention spans, which is fine. They come back, they play with it, bingo. Another major update, bingo. DLC, drops off. You can see, you know, and it's, you know, so that's why the devs do DLCs, is that many people came back and played. So 4,000 extra people played because they sold a DLC. You know? And likely, if that many people came back, that means they sold 4,000 copies of the DLC. At least. You know? Makes sense, doesn't it? You know, and then you get somebody in the comments will say some inane thing that doesn't make any sense. It's like, they have all these charts. They know what...
666cc November, 666, Charlie Charlie, contact Memphis Center,
25.
128.5. Good day.
Yeah, if you can scroll in 28 first, then all you have to remember is 5. Because, you know, you have to talk while you're putting this in. So it's all you have to remember is 5. So, like, I try to get the 28 in and then put the 5 in, and that's how you remember the frequency, because you have to call them back, and so you're going to read it back. So you've already put 28 in, and then you're spinning in 5, so all you have to remember is 5. So you read 28 on the actual thing and then put in 5.
Memphis Center, radar contact continue.
Continuing. You know, so I would say the devs of Stormworks or any other game have a lot of they have a lot of information. They have charts. They know what their sales are, and they see what works and they see what doesn't work. And they're not always perfect, but they can see better than what we can of what works and what doesn't work. You know, and then you get some new person in who's been here for all of 6 months, a year, and they're like, nobody wanted space. Who wanted space? Why would they put it in space? Because they're ignorant of the poll. And then you show them the poll, and it's like, oh, they asked the community, you know, they wanted this, you know, whether I agree with it or not, that's why it's here. Like, you know, and it makes sense. Whether, you know, they agree with it or not, which, like, I don't think that's necessarily the best thing to do, is always ask the community what they want. This community's pretty friggin' fickle, but, you know, that's what they did. That's why it's there. You know, I'm thinking they've been doing a pretty good job of going by what the community asked for in the poll. I think what they're probably going to do next is sales. They did fishing was very important. Sales was higher than fishing. They had to get the nets in first, I think, to figure out how to do sales. And they have that done now. And so, you know, the other thing is, I understand a bunch of people like sales. You know, and again, I put myself in their shoes. Maybe they will spend another 1,000 hours in the game because of sales. For me, I can't imagine it. I think a lot of the player base is young, easily bored, you know, hamsters on crack, who, if a ship is not going 45 meters per second, they think it's going slow. And that certainly that group of people, I don't think are going to play with sails because, you know, it's going to be too slow for them. They're going to cry that, oh my God, it takes forever to get anywhere with sails. Yeah, you go like 3 to 7 knots with sails. You know, these are some of these people who cry that, you know, they're going 35 knots in a oil tanker and they think it's slow, you know, and it's. So personally, it's like I don't want to just putt around a sailboat all day. It's not what I enjoy doing. But again, I understand that that's something the community wants. It's something the community voted for, and I hope it comes back. And I know a bunch of people who want sails, and I hope they get it. You know, but I'm not going to be all that interested in it, which is okay. You know, I'm interested in pot fishing. You know, they did a logistics update. A bunch of people cried, nobody wanted this, and I'd be thrilled. I'm going to go get a quick drink. I actually made it to the kitchen and the ATC didn't call me. Hello, Zizo, how are ya? Oh, nice. Sales for Elder Light. Well, yeah, we'll see if that works that way. It would be cool if it does. See what our total fuel weight is. 29,000 pounds. I gotta plan the fuel better, but like I've been taking like you really don't want to take copious extra amounts of fuel with you. You burn so much fuel just carrying fuel. But again, I don't have to dick with it in game. Good to see you, Zizo. How are you? One of the winners of Build Challenge Mike. 35 Niner.
Good day.
135.9 and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie. Goodbye. Memphis Center and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie, flight level 380.
Oh, we're in a little scuzzy layer here. Will we get an ice light if we get ice? I assume we will. I think we'll get a ding on the cast system if we get ice. Because we're at negative 18 degrees and we're starting to get into a cloud layer here, we could get iced. Yeah, I like the 310. It has more to do. I want every button in a plane to work. You know, it's like anything. Like the more skilled you are at a certain thing, or the more experience you have at a certain thing, you know, you kind of want to, it's more challenging to have more stuff to do. And so, like the 320, I didn't like it that certain pages weren't working, and it's overly simplified. You know, I like the 310. It has, you know, a little bit more steam gauges in here. I like these old steam gauges, and I like that it literally took me 25, 30 minutes to get going because I have to wait for the IRS to initialize too, so it's like, I like that. All right, what are we coming up on here? We are coming up on Beats, and then right there is the airport we gotta go in. Am I at max range? I am at max range, okay. Let's see. So if we look at the flight plan, like you don't go straight to places. Here, see, we're going direct Beats because this one was is also another one in South America, but we're coming across the beats. So if you see here, we go past the airport to the north here, and then we come down and come in on the ILS. You know, because, you know, a big part of this is, like, for example, I won't say where I live, but, you know, one of the airports around us, the cargo airplanes come over my house to go into the airport, which is a 20-minute drive away. You know, and that's about where they have to go to, you know, they're going on 20 miles to come back in on final, you know. And so they're routing you around. Now, if you look at Atlanta, like, you see how far we route out? If you look wide, look at how many runways they have. I don't know if it'll show it. Yeah, it's not going to show it. But there's a lot. I'll bring up the runway diagrams. Yeah, here's the airport diagram for Hartsfield. We're coming in on 27 right. We're coming in here. So we have to go way the hell up north and come back because you also need airplanes to be able to come in on 26 left, 26 right. Now, they might do takeoffs on these two and landings on these two, but three. But you need to, you know, you need to make sure that you that they get the planes in there, and you need nice long finals, and you need, for example, you don't want people descending right over your house in the middle of the night because it's too loud. So you have to stay up high, you have to go up far, you have to do a nice 3-degree glide slope coming in. So there's a bunch of reasons why, like, you don't just go directly. You have to set up, you have to establish, you have to be established, you have to do a lot of work. You got to get the plane slowed down, you got to get descended, you know. You know, so there's a lot to that. We're coming in on beats here. And then we'll be fixed on where the course will be fixed here. I don't know why the other one didn't give me the option to fix it, but whatever. Yep, it was, for a long time, it was the busiest. I don't know who's busiest now. Start dimming out for night. My dimmers on this DH knob. Where's my dimmers on here? Let's drop him down. Start getting dimmed out for nighttime. See where this goes here. Is that the upper panel? Let's see what that's brightening there. What's that say? What's that? Pedestal light. Okay, that's pedestal light. It's weather. Turn this on. System 1. Turn the weather radar on. I don't know if it works or not. Probably does on this plane. Try to get the FMS tuned down on light. Where's the FMS lights? Don't know. Do not know. Yeah, I don't see one for the FMS. I thought it was this. Mode control, it's probably mode control unit. That's probably what this is, but I don't see it dimming it when I, okay, I do see it now. See DH, NA, those are going down. There we go, that is it. Okay, and then I'm trying to dim out these. I don't know if I can or not. What's that? Speed Mach. Yeah, I don't know about dimming that out. All right, I'm going to read how I have to do the approach here. So, to get the autopilot to capture, each system is different, so so when we get going in on the ILS, we want to set level CH mode. So level CH, that's what's going to grab the localizer. All right. And then we've got So we want glide slope localizer. Okay, glide slope localizer. Let me look. Trying to check the modes. Autopilot land. So let me see. All right, once we're on the localizer intercept course. All right, never mind. We don't need to do level change. Once we're on the localizer intercept course, we can do autopilot land for the localizer, for the glide slope rather. 20.8. 20.8.
120.8 and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie. Goodbye. Memphis Center and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie flight level 380.
Look at that, beauteous.
N666CC November 666 Charlie Charlie Memphis Center radar contact continue to beat.
Bona beats. So yeah, so nav should keep us on the localizer. Let me double check for localizer grab here. All right, autopilot land. So the land might also grab the localizer. We'll check that. Every system's different. Like on the 145, let's see if I can bring up a 145. Trying to see if I can get a zoomed in view of it here. This one's probably not too bad. I have this poster still somewhere in the house. Let's see. I'm trying to get a good zoomed in view of it. It's probably the best one here. Okay. Give me this picture. Give me a pain in the ass, huh, Alamy, you fucker. Alamy's gonna be still on Alamy there. Trying to get a good one I can zoom all the way in. This is probably, yeah, this is good. I can use this one. So like this one here, what we would do is we would be on nav. And so we get our final vector, right? So when we get our vector, we go on heading, likely. So we would go heading. So we'd spin the heading bug, we would click heading, we'd now be on heading mode. And then we would click approach. So heading would stay lit up green, approach would also be green. As soon as the localizer comes alive, it will then automatically deselect heading, and then it will go to approach right there. So that's how it does it on the 145. So they're all different how they operate and how they grab the approach like that. All right, go enjoy your dinner. Hello, Andy. How are you? Yeah, I'm glad they give us at least one like payware quality plane. You know, I like that. It helps. You know, I like the 310 anyway, but it's nice to get that. Let's see. Let's put in the DH at 1185 DH. Oh, stop it. I have to grab it and do it so it doesn't do that shit. There we go. All right. Get rid of sunshades. There's no sun to be had. All right. All right, let's zoom in a little bit here on this. You can see here we're going up and past the airport. We're coming down and then getting the ILS and coming back this direction. Try to find where I can dim this. See, I don't see it where the dimmer is on the ECAMs. Where the hell's the dimmer on the ECAMs? Let's see. It's back here somewhere. Overhead light brightness, pedestal light. See, I'm trying to find it. Let's see. Left here, ECAMs right there. Okay. There's the brightness for the ECAMs. Alright, there we go. Those are dimmed out. 27,000 pounds. Let's dim out the FMSs. There we go. Alright, we're nice. We're now set up for night. We'll go probably even dimmer on that. Alright, let me see what it says to set my approach speeds. I'm going to do that. Go to approach mode. I want to see if I can get my approach speeds in there. Uh, 11. Was it 1185? Yep, 1185. Okay, we'll click final approach on the way in. V approach is 125. Okay. Seems very low to me. I don't know. All right, we expect the descent here pretty soon. Let's look at the Andre 1. They want us at 13,000 feet at Andre. So let's look at that. Display cap. Here's Andre right here. So we're actually going to STRWY first. Let's see. Landing west. We're landing west. So Andre at 13,000. Expect 50 okay. All right. They'll probably keep us up higher, landing west. It looks like. So we're expecting that. Let me read page 2 here. Let's zoom it so I can actually read what the hell it says. 27, what are we doing? 27 right from Smelly, on track across Anvil 9, track 160 across Posey, edible of 8, on track 180 from UU 7, 275 MCAP 6, spec ILS 27 right, okay. And we hopefully should not have to worry about lost comm procedures. And I already briefed the ILS, we'll brief it again, 113.3, 111.3, 275. Touchdown zone elevation is 985. Miss First will just come back and we'll come back for another one. Weather looks good. It says altitude is 1,185 feet. We should be able to see it. Weather is good in the area. 7,000 UU, MCAP 6, MAASN 5,000. Mercer is 4, and we should be on the glide slope by Oster. Plenty of runway. Not going to worry about reverse or auto brakes, as I don't have the reverse keyed in. So, all right. The briefing is complete. Look at that lovely sunset. Be good to get a night landing in. So expect the descent here probably reasonably soon. There it is. They're sending us away.
One tree decimal 8 and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie. Goodbye. Atlanta Center and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie flight level 380.
N666cc, November 666, Charlie, Charlie, Atlanta Center radar contact. Continue to STRWY.
All right, straight to Strari. All right, I'm going to look real quick, see what the altitude there is. We're looking at 13,000 feet. So if we look, we're going to Strari now. We are currently, let us look if I can grab the screen. Oh, we're currently 112. We're going 8 miles a minute. So we would be 10 and a quarter miles a minute. No, 10 and a quarter minutes. So say about 10 minutes to be on the conservative side. So we need to get down by quite a ways here in 10 minutes. Yeah. Be kind of nice if they give us a descent, because I'm going to have to start screaming down. So. They're probably going to slow us down to 250 knots, it looks like, so kind of expecting that. So I'll start cranking the speed down just a hair now. We're not going to really crank it back, but we'll dump a little bit. I'm going to expect to dump speed brakes and really go down. It might be descending us right here. So keep that in mind, but we are not far away. As you can see, Andre at 13,000. And Strari, it looks like about the same. So the Zeppelin and Higgy are all at 13. So expect to get down there. We're going to have to start descending soon. So we'll give it a good full spoiler, pull the thrust, and get down there. You know, kind of understanding how much time you have. You don't want to be high on this stuff. We're supposed to be at 13,000 feet at Andre, so can't screw around with that. We got to get down. So as soon as they want to give us that, we'll start slowing and blowing and getting down. Probably go 3,000 feet per minute. Let's see, what's that going to be? That's, what are you talking? Let's see, 95 minus about 40, so 50 miles. Yeah, we're less than 10 out, so we've got to drop 20,000 feet. We'll probably, let's bank on 2,500 foot per minute descent rate. That will get us, that'll get us a reasonable drop down. We won't have to be too extreme, so. If she pushes us past that, we're going to have to go to 3,000 feet per minute. We'll be banging out spoilers anyways. So we're going to be slowing down, but we don't know what our ground speed's going to be. We got a good 5 knot tailwind. It's not that much, so not excessive at all. I expect we'll get a descent somewhere there. A little bit dark in here. Let's see if I can't get the pedestal lit up. A little bit dark here. Let's get that lit up. I'll go up in the floods if I can find them. Where the hell are the floods? There we go. Need to get a little bit of flood so I can see the center console. Wonder if there's center console flood. Let me look. Overhead light brightness. See, I don't know why I'm not getting any overhead lightness on that. Let's see. Do I have something here I can work with? I don't have anything on my center console. It's kind of, let's see. Try to bring this light up, see if I can see anything. I can't find it in the dark here. Alright. I can grab stuff, but I'm just trying to get a little bit of light on the pedestal so I can see what I'm touching here. Luckily, it pulls up the stupid message so I can see everything, but see if I have it here. Let's see. I can't reach that one. There's map light brightness over here. Bring that down a little. What is this? Main instrument panel floodlight. Let's go. Okay, that's the main instrument panel. Let's see. What is that? It's fine. Map light. We don't need the map light. It says cap and center. Yeah, I don't want it that bright in here. Just dim it out a little bit. I know it's super bright as I'm landing. I don't want to have to screw with it right at the end. Do backs, and then I'll go real, about there is fine. I can see everything. I can feel it. You can do it by feel too, but I'd like a little bit of pedestal light, but I'm doing the pedestal light and I can't get it to come up. So that's internal pedestal, and then this is the overhead light brightness. It's at 100, so I don't know what the deal is here. Trying to light up the throttle quadrant. Are we gonna descent here? All right, so we're starting to, we're gonna use spoilers and probably about 3,000 feet per minute. I'm gonna make sure I make Andre on altitude, so, but don't start touching buttons, please, buddy. You're gonna kick the autopilot off. Cat's here. Yeah, cat. There it is. 230. That's a minimal descent.
Descend and maintain flight level 330 and 666 cc, November 666, Charlie Charlie.
Pulling speed. I gotta pull some speed, buy some time here. I think they're gonna slam me down. She's descending me way too slow. I'm gonna go vertical speed mode here. I'm gonna get ahead of it. That's not what I want. Grab that. Gauged. All right, we're going down. All right, we're on our way down. I think she's getting us late here. We're gonna slam it in. Especially like if you fly over populated terrains, populated areas, you stay up high because they don't want to hear all the noise of the jets. So keep you up pretty high. I don't know what this airport is here. You can see it. Notice you can't see the runway lights. You can't see the runway lights unless you're in line with it. So like you'll fly 90 degrees to a major airport and you won't see any of the runway lights. You'll see the blues and the taxiways. You'll see the approach lights like that, and until you're in line with the runway, you won't see them. And that's one way you know you're in line for the right runway. Is like if you had two airports close to one another, which you do in some places, like Dulles is close to DCA, you might line up for the wrong runway, and so you need to be in line with that runway to see it. You'll see a bunch of parallels, like but you won't see the other airport if it's a little bit off in degrees. I'm hoping she gives us another down here because I don't want to level off here. We're 2,000 feet off this. I like to keep the speed up on this descent. Because we're currently 47. We're doing 7 miles a minute. And we're about 6 minutes out. So we got a little bit of time, but we're tight on mead. Having to slam it in.
November 666, Charlie Charlie, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1. Good day.
So we need the handoff probably before we can get another descent.
666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie.
We're
Goodbye.
leveling here. Flip. 331. Okay.
Atlanta Center N666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie,
Leveling.
flight level 330.
N666CC, November 666 Charlie Charlie, Atlanta Center, radar contact. Continue to STRWI.
Yeah. Give me my descent. There we go.
CC, November 666 Charlie Charlie, descend and maintain flight level 210.
Descend and maintain flight level 210 N666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie.
I gotta stay ahead of this descent. Can't fart around with this one. This one's gonna be tight. So. Yeah, this one's gonna be reasonable. This one's gonna be tight, so I gotta really keep on it. 210. Go down 3,000 feet per minute. I'm gonna switch over to speed mode. We'll keep it at 250. 3,000 is pretty healthy descent rate. You notice the trend vector is not coming up on the speed. It's sneaking up, but it's not coming up. If the trend vector was coming up with my thrust all the way back, I would put out some spoiler. But we're doing all right. We're doing 3,000 feet per minute. You can see we're going to be leveled off at 210 at Strawberry, and then we need to grab another 8,000 feet descent right there in this small section. So that's why I'm kind of trying to keep on it and really manage it. Managing your
666CC, November 666 Charlie Charlie, contact
2135.
121.35. Good day.
121.35 N666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie. Goodbye. Atlanta Center N666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie is at flight level 285.
So temp
descending flight level
2 degrees. We're
210.
coming through the clouds. We got to watch ice here.
N666CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie, Atlanta Center.
We're doing all right on altitude.
Continue to STRWI.
All right, I'm going to crack some speed brake here. We are starting to speed up. The 145 had on or off speed brakes. It was kind of gross. These are better. You can kind of bring them in. Some of them are infinitely variable where they don't click into slots. You just keep moving it where you want it. That way you can get it right where you need it. Especially, we don't want to come screaming down here and then try to go through 10 and we're over speed. Like, you could go through 10,000 feet going 260. It's not a big deal. You just got to try to get it down. Not going to give you a ticket. If you're catching up on somebody, they'll bitch at you, but usually the reason why you're catching up on somebody is they gave you a late descent. So that's a big part of this, is staying ahead of the airplane. Like, I need to think about, you know, right now, not 100 miles ahead of me, but I'm thinking hundreds of miles ahead of me a lot of the time. I need to think of my altitudes. I need to think of my crossing restrictions so that I'm ready. Because if you try to do it the last second, you can...
November 666, Charlie Charlie, contact Atlanta Center
348.
on 134.8. Good day.
134.8 and 666 CC, November 666, Charlie Charlie. Goodbye. Atlanta Center and 666
You know, you don't want to have to do
CC,
this shit at the
November
last second.
666,
All right, we're
Charlie
4 degrees above above
freezing.
freezing. 1,000 feet to go about. Smooth it a little bit. All right, we're about 1,000 feet off here. Hopefully it gives us this descent right away. Come on, give us the descent. I'm reducing our descent rate, hoping he will give us the next one before we get to it. We have to reinitialize the mode if he doesn't. This used to piss us off all the time. Was like, if I scroll the altitude down now, I just need to scroll this back up. If not, I gotta click it and scroll it. We're leveling now. I gotta pop that speed brake off. All right, let's do approach checklist here. Approach is in. All that's good. I'm just quickly looking at it. All right, we're looking pretty good here. All right, here we go. We're making our turn. We got to get down to 13,000 feet. We only have 5 miles to do it. Currently doing 6 miles a minute. Less than a minute. I got to drop an unreasonable amount. Yep, there we go. He's fucking us. This is him fucking us right here. Yeah, this is him fucking us right here. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. I really do not. See, this is literally him fucking us. So this is the not literally fucking us, but you know what I mean. This is why, like, you know, you got to know more than the game does. See, now he's changing our altitude because, again, the game doesn't know what it's doing. It should be 13,000 feet, not 9. He's given us the wrong altitude. That's something the game does. So I'm gonna do the right altitudes that's on the chart. And see, I'm doing 4,000 feet per minute. That's nuts. Nuts. That just means that he's late giving us descents. As you can see here, we're supposed to be at, what is it? There's the 9,000 right there. So we're supposed to be at 13,000 feet at Andre. We're at 18. What was the, I didn't catch the altimeter. I need the altimeter. Let me see if it's on here. Let's see, 2971. See, we're gonna miss it because this guy is fucking me here. He really is. Yep, he's fucking me here. We're already busting our altitude because he can't give us. He gave it to us too late, and we're gonna be over speed here too. So I've got us pulled back. This is why, like, you can't fuck around with this. Is like, once I go below 10, I need to be at 250, and I can't keep 250 even with full spoilers because we have a 3,900 foot per minute descent rate to try to make this crossing restriction we already missed because he didn't give me my descent fast enough. The game doesn't know what it's doing, which is fine. I get it, but you know, it'd be nice if it did. All right, bringing up the approach now. All right, we want 7,000 at UU. That's going to be our next thing we need to kind of consider. That's what we're expecting. It's all in here. You can see it. If I take those off, these are our crossing altitudes here. So 7,000 is our next, or 9,000 rather, at Anvil. So we're expecting that. We're leveling off at 13. He's going to screw us here. Watch. We're leveling off. I'm pulling up spoilers. He's going to make me dick around my spoilers 4 or 5 times, I bet. You need all these tools in a fast jet to be able to get slowed down. I think we're doing flaps 2 before gear in this plane. Yeah, flaps 2 before gear. Because we actually don't do flaps 2, it's slats, flaps 1. So it's, we'll have 1 notch of flaps in before that. 2705. We need my descent. I'll be all right. 27.5, is it? Generally speaking, he would probably give me the descent before. He might not, depending on who's running the sector. I didn't acknowledge the handoff.
Going to 127.05 and 666 cc.
I'm expecting 9 as soon as I check in. As soon as I check in, we expect 9,000 feet. What is it? 05, okay. 2705.
Atlanta Center and 666 cc.
I need
November
9,000.
666 Charlie, 13,000 feet.
And 666 cc November.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Charlie, Charlie, Atlanta Center altimeter 29.7 radar contact. Continue to Anvil.
Give it to me.
And
There it is.
666 cc November 666 Charlie, Charlie, descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
You guys are trying to screw me here constantly, aren't you?
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet in 666
I don't
cc,
see
November
Anvil on the
666
chart,
Charlie,
so
Charlie.
I don't know if it's that or above.
CC November 666 Charlie, Charlie, contact Atlanta Center on 127.5. Good day.
127.5
See, we're gonna.
and 666
It might be at or
cc,
above
November
on Anvil. I'm
666
not
Charlie,
sure. I don't
Charlie.
see Anvil on the charts.
Goodbye.
It's not on the star.
Atlanta Center and 666 cc November 666 Charlie, Charlie is at 12,400 feet, descending
That's no.
9,000 feet.
And 666 cc November
Posey.
666 Charlie, Charlie, Atlanta Center altimeter 29.7 tree radar contact.
Drop these
Continue to
floods
copy.
just a little bit. What's Posey's altitude? I can't read that. 8,000 at Posey? Give it to me. It's only 1,000 feet, but I like it. We're not even at 9 yet. We're stuck at 240 knots because you know, at 2,600 feet per minute, I need spoiler to get slowed down even more. We're gonna slow down even more. I don't want to. I want 220 knots. He's got me so late. I don't want to be late on the ILS. So 10,000. We're below 250 at 10. I'm gonna flood up a little bit. I can't see shit. There we go. He's very late. See, we're starting to get in a thick enough atmosphere here. We're starting to lose speed, which is good. What is that? 8,000 at Posey, not the end of the world. Let's get rid of the spoilers here. He's gonna give it to us late. He's been giving us every descent late, so. I wonder if the game is set up to be medium between like the slower aircraft and the faster aircraft.
And 666 cc November
Yo-yo.
Charlie, Charlie, you are 25 miles east. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
7,000 for yo-yo.
Runway 27 right approach via YOUYU transition. Cleared to YOUYU.
All right, yo-yo transition cleared the approach. 7,000 feet. I'll talk to you in a second when I get a chance.
Descend and maintain
All right.
7,000 feet. Expect
Approach lights are
runway
coming
27
on.
Right approach via YOUYU
Or
transition cleared
taxi
to
lights.
United
That's
666
my clear the
CC,
approach.
666 Charlie, Charlie.
All right, we're not dicking around here. Flaps to 1. Give me flaps. Give me the flap handle, please. I don't have time for this. Flap handle. All right, there we go.
666 CC
180.
666 Charlie, Charlie, contact Atlanta Center on 128.0. Good day.
I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna let it auto tune me because he'd have the other pilot doing it. I don't have time.
Charlie, Charlie. Goodbye. Atlanta Center in 666
See, we're late on everything. We're within 700 feet, but we're late, which I don't like being.
Descending 7,000 feet.
Slow us down some more.
CC November 666 Charlie, Charlie, Atlanta Center altimeter.
There we go. Next notch flaps.
Contact. Continue to MMCAP.
Yeah, I know. I just slowed us down, guy. Just relax. We're just barely touching it. I know we're over speed. We're just barely over speed. Just relax. All right. We'll get on course. Then I'll switch over to the ILS. All right. Here come the gear. Any gear's coming down. I need that extra help to get slowed down. Start bringing up to V approach as we get on final here. Let's go more flap. Start getting the help here to get slowed down. All right, here it comes. Full flaps. Spoilers coming in. Spoilers are armed. All right, let's go ahead, switch to, let's try getting on the localizer here. And let's go to, Nat, 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet in 666 CC, November 666 Charlie, Charlie.
Is it gonna do it or not? There it goes. Okay, it's just late. Blowing late. Sorry about coughing the mic. All right, we're gonna pull some speed here. Should see the runway coming up here soon. Now we're slowing down to approach speed here. We're on the final approach course. It should be 12 o'clock. I don't see it yet. It's a little, there it is right there. All right, right here. This one right here. This one right here. All right, runway's in sight. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, the glide slope's in. We're gonna go ahead and click on landing.
CC November 666 Charlie, Charlie, descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
4,000. 1,000 off the altitude.
Descend and
4,000.
maintain 4,000 feet in 666 CC, November 666 Charlie, Charlie.
Let's go up a little bit on speed. I don't want the auto throttle throwing me way low. Get rid of some of this bullshit here. I'm gonna pick up 5 more knots and then approach speed. I don't want the auto throttles trying to stall us out. These older engines have a long spool up time, so. I'm gonna switch to, no, I'm gonna leave where it is. Okay, that's fine. Got us coming in just a hair fast. When I shut off the autopilot, I'll get us on. All right, glide slope is alive here. No, I'm looking at the vertical deviation. We're good.
Wind 666 DC November 666 Charlie Charlie. You are 14 miles east of Atlanta. Contact Atlanta Tower on 119.5 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 119.5 and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie. Atlanta Tower and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie.
Glide slope's alive.
Inbound ILS runway 27 right approach.
Wind 666 DC November 666 Charlie Charlie Atlanta Tower. Altimeter 29.70 wind tree 25 midnighter. Cleared ILS runway 27 right approach.
Cleared ILS runway 27 right approach and 666.
All right, landing gear is down. Auto brake is set. Anti-skid is checked. Slats flaps are 30, 40. Spoilers are armed. Before landing check was complete. All right, I'm going to dump the autopilot now. All right. We're following the glide slope now. Gotta get my joystick back on the desk here. All right, so I'm just using the flight director, those green lines. Will tell me where to go. I'm gonna keep the auto throttle on for just a hair longer, and then I'm gonna shut it off. All right, we have not been clear to land yet. Trim. I'm going to go ahead and do the lights now so I don't have to do them when he clears me to land. Because that's something the other pilot would do. It was company procedure too, for reminding you you're clear to land. All right, auto throttles are coming off. All right, we're visual. I'm just going to come in visual here. I'm going to back it up with the ILS. Watching my trend vector. Pick it up a little bit. I want a little bit more speed. I got to still call for a landing here when I got to be ready to take my hands off. There he goes. Clear to land.
CC November 666 Charlie Charlie.
Up, track IR is back on. Landing gear is down 3 green. Watching the Pappy. The Pappy's right on the money. So glide slope's a little low, but I got the Pappy now. We're a little hair high in the Pappy, but not by much. Coming on 2 reds in the Pappy. You can see where I'm looking at. I'm looking at I'm still looking inside mostly. Don't overcorrect. I'm just making small corrections and letting it settle. Big airplane too. I feel like that's too much of a descent rate. I gotta catch up with it. I don't want to hit 1,000 feet per minute. That's an unstabilized approach, so I'm just keeping an eye on that. I get getting close to 1,000. I gotta fix that. There we go. We're all right now. We're right on 1,000. but I'm keeping it just south of 1,000.
400.
We'll catch back up with the glide slope here. We'll be fine. Yeah, we're gonna catch it in 2
300.
seconds here. There we go, we're good.
200.
There we go. If you go over 1,000, that's not a stabilized approach, and you're supposed to go around.
100.
I got it caught the last second there.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
All right, we got a high speed coming up on the right. That's the one we're going for. Not gonna get to the brakes too hard. I'm not using reverses. I got a key bind it, so. High speed on the right coming up here. You can see by the green leadoff lights. Might not be. Yeah, that's high speed. Looks like yeah, it's high speed. All right, let's get below 40 knots before we try to make this turn.
Wind 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie contact ground on 129er decimal 27.
I'm gonna take my time and get set up here.
129er decimal 27 and 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie. Goodbye. Ground and 666 CC
Grab the
November
diagram.
666 Charlie Charlie taxi to the gate.
Wind 666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie taxi to gate Delta 2 via taxiway.
Delta 2 via taxiway, huh? All right, we got off on, let's see, we got off the first high speed. What is it? Delta right here. So we're on Delta.
666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie. Did
Loves,
you copy?
loves to piss in my ear here, doesn't he?
Taxiing to gate Delta 2 using taxiway N666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie.
Yeah, he's giving me by taxiway, so I'm not gonna know where that is. I gotta turn on the bullshit cheaties to see because those are terrible taxi instructions. I can't use those. Just telling me to taxi via taxiway is pretty useless. Alright, let's get this brake off. Alright. I gotta do a little bit of cleanup here. Let's go to taxi. Landing lights need to come back. They don't need to be retracted, they just need to be shut off. Alright. Car going on the car path. I see where that is. I'm just going to lean it forward and see what it looks like and then shut the bullshit off, I think. I'll taxi in on the bullshit. We'll leave the APU off. We'll see if we can't pick up ground power. We can pick up ground power. I'm not going to worry with spinning the APU. Hello, hello, Spino. How are you? What's the fueling truck doing? A little bit of space there, bud. Thanks. Appreciate it. We have a marshaller? We do have a marshaller. Nice. Okay, we have a marshaller.
N666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie hold position caution other traffic. N666 CC November 666 Charlie
Yeah,
Charlie
but
continue
there we
traffic.
go. Stand up on my feet here. There we go. All right. All right. Shut them down.
N666 CC November 666 Charlie Charlie please.
There we go. That was good. 203 from DFW to Hotlanta. Good bit of night there. That was a good landing, good night stuff there. Yep, Twitch and I'm doing both. Yeah, I've got restream, so I do both of them. Good to see you. Yeah, unfortunately, just finishing up here, but it was a good flight. Went from DFW to Hotlanta on the 310. Nice to get some nice night landing there. It'd be nice to get some good IFR stuff, but we'll do that whenever we do it. But definitely get the 310 figured out now. Get the FMS is figured out. Get everything kind of set up for what it needs to be. But I like the 310. I always have. But yeah, so I think probably let's quickly look at the main menu. I don't know when we'll probably stream some point tomorrow. Let's see. So probably go Hotlanta to. Let's see. We're at Hotlanta right here. Miami is a quick flight. Could do a Miami. Make the next one. Could go to Raleigh. Could go to Raleigh, Durham. I wonder if they'll have the... I used to fly into Raleigh all the time. Raleigh is cool. They have Antonov 1... Well, they might not have them now, but they used to have Antonov 124s. Let's zoom in and see if we can see them. But they had Antonov 124s, which are super cool, of course. Trying to see if I can find one. Forget where they parked. I do not see any of the Antonovs. Yeah, I don't see any of the Antonovs. They had, the Antonov 124s are really cool. Yeah, I forget where they parked. Yeah, but they were always super cool seeing the Antonov 124s there. And then we could go to, let's see. Go to DCA. I like going to DCA. Oh, Jesus. Go to DCA, could be good. Yeah, maybe DCA. That's not too bad of a flight. Go Atlanta, DCA, and then DCA Logan maybe after that. But yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you like the video. If you're new and you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.